How very unusual and how very special it looked at first glance. It almost took my breath away, the beauty of the stitchwork and the imagery. And it was, as I said, it was so unusual that I just had to know the ridiculously different imagery, scorpions, toads, who embroiders toads? I had to know more about it, and straight away that was the image. I had to have that one. Especially to start off with, it's the embroidery, because I love embroidery myself, and I could see the skill that had been involved, the patience, the beauty of the combination of images that created something so mysterious. It's not a bunch of flowers, it's not a lady's bonnet. It is something that you really need to probe further to find out why someone took that much time and effort and such unusual materials, because it's silk and metallic thread. What was its story? How old was it? Where did it come from? What was it doing in Dorset? It's not the sort of thing you imagine ladies embroidering in the parlour. So it had to come from somewhere very different. And that started my search. My love of herbalism, basically, because to me it looked like either a herbalist's pouch or even someone who practiced alchemy many centuries ago, because of the scorpion, toads, something in the centre that looked initially like a mandrake plant that, as people know, when it gets torn from the earth, it screams, etc. So there was all this mystical level to it that I was concerned with as well. And of course, as I said, my love of embroidery and the skill that every single bit of it was handmade, even the thread. Initially, I thought of a traveller. That was the first. Could it have been somebody that traded abroad, some rich merchant or a rep, more like, of a merchant in those years? As it does apparently go way back to the 17th century. But after that, it was, well, how did it get to Dorset? Who would have brought it here? Why? How did they get it? It's an emperor's purse that was only allowed to be worn by emperors, and apparently only 3 of that type were made with that imagery. Was it stolen? Was there a battle? Was it stolen from the emperor? But more than that, being the way I am, I thought it could easily have been a romantic token that the traveller or the trader took to give to a loved one here. And that's how it got to England maybe, or Holland. It could have got anywhere. How many countries it's travelled through and what lives it's lived till it got here, we can only surmise and like to imagine. There could be many stories attached, but here it is sitting looking at us, and even with a worn patch where it sat on the emperor's hip. Just that if it weren't for museums, we'd never have had access to something as special as this.